What's up, everyone? So, today we're going to be talking about efilism. So, I'll be straightly honest, when I heard that word, I had no idea what the hell it meant. I looked it up, popped up saying basically what antinatalism meant. So, I'm saying to myself, I already talked about this numerous times in the videos, but then I didn't read I didn't read it good enough of what else it means. It basically means against anything being born, not just a human, animals, any living thing. I guess except plants. I mean, I don't know if plants are included in that too, but you get what I mean. Everything shouldn't exist. It's like against the vote of anything being born. But yeah, so we shall get into that request now, and I'll tell you what I think about it. So yeah, we're getting on into it. When you think about it, every life suffers in this world. Not just humanity, not just humans, animals too. You know, animals kill other animals, they get into fights, just bad things happen, they get diseases, just like humans and yada yada yada. You know, every living thing got murdered. And what I'm trying to say by that is humans murdered other humans. Animals, killed other animals. We live in a world where we all just suffer. So this is where that word efilism comes into play, of why people say nothing should be born. Because if nothing is born, it won't have to suffer. Because nothing is supposedly nothing. I have to agree to some degree, I feel like life is just nothing but pain and misery in just so many ways, Our pain and misery is being sheeps every day, working 9 to 5 like zombies. And of course, not only that, health problems. We get problems, we develop some kind of illness, and then that just gets even more unbearable to cope. Bad enough life sucks as it is, how we live, how we got to work, how we got to bust our ass just to pay bills. We're literally trying to just keep up with bills. And then we got to get problems like that. Animals that live in the wilderness, it's all about survival. They got to fear, what if this animal kills me, like a deer. A deer in the woods or whatever, let's say there's a bear. The deer's got to worry about what if a bear randomly comes and, roars at it, So it's like everything has fear, everything has to worry, and everything suffers. There's no real peace. Some people say nature is peaceful, but not all the time, because a lot of fucked up things happen in nature too, and that's a perfect example where like animals killing other animals. This is where it also goes with vegan, like people don't like eating meat because they don't like killing animals. And I agree, I don't like killing animals, but I do admit I do eat meat. Unfortunately, I do eat meat. I never killed an animal before, but I admit I do eat meat. I admit it, I own it, But truth is, animals kill each other too. We get all upset that humans kill animals like cows and stuff like that, steaks and shit, But they're doing literally the same thing. Why do you think an animal's killing another animal? For food. They're going to eat it. And that's basically what we're doing. It's all just a food chain. I'm not saying it's right, but it's just how it is. Animals do the same exact thing. This is where this word really comes into play, like everything just suffers. Not just us, animals too. It's really true when you think about it. When I first seen the word, I thought it meant only for basically what I talk about with antinatalism. And it's similar to that, but it also adds in the other part. which is all life, not just human life, all life, every living thing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about trees and shit. I mean, but you get what I mean. Like, you know, things that actually have that walk around and breathe. I guess you could say. Although they say plants breathe too, but you get what I fucking mean, man. Let's forget about the plant part. Let's just the animal shit and the human shit. Now I like animals, but you know what's funny? They say bears or grizzly, bears and things like that are cute and, they just look adorable. How I look at that is I don't look at them as cute and adorable. I look at them as killing machines. I don't want to get anywhere near them fucking things. If I ever encounter one of those things, I'll probably just die right there before it even claws me to death. No, I don't look at something ferocious like that to be cute. I look at something cute as like a puppy, a little dog, something like that. I'm not saying the bear's an ugly animal. I mean, it's a cool looking animal, but I don't find it all cute and cuddly. That thing's a friggin' beast. That thing will claw you up, man. you know. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out of my chest there. I mean, I don't find that cute. I find that thing dangerous. It is dangerous. Not that I find it. It is fucking dangerous. Just like we are dangerous. We got predators out there. We got human predators, animal predators. You got everything. Everything has to worry if it gets shot, if it gets killed or whatever. We got to worry about each other. We got to worry about other people. Like I said this in videos, we got to lock our doors because there's other of our species, in other words, of humans that are no good, that'll try and break in our house, shoot us, rob us, whatever the hell. And same thing with animals. They got to worry, they got to worry about a larger animal than them that might kill them. Because sometimes even the same exact animal gets into a fight and kills each other. Like another lion, for example, could fight another lion, and that lion kills that lion. Just like human killed that human. Living thing kills living thing. Basically that. It's a matter of time if artificial intelligence, robots, whatever the hell they are, if they become so intelligent one day where they're going to kill each other too. They're going to literally destroy their CPUs or whatever. That robot just killed that robot. That robot killed that robot. Now the robot's going to kill a human. Yeah, you get the idea. Everything murders, We murder each other. Animals murder each other. Literally, some animal, the same exact animal kills the other animal. Just like I, a human, well, not me specifically, but that person, a human, just killed another human. Male or female, or sometimes either or. So the real saying to this all is it worth it? Is it worth being born? And I'm not just saying for humans, I'm just saying for all life in general, animals and shit. Because all animals do is they fear how they're going to survive, if something's going to kill them. It's like geese, for example, them big birds. They have little babies. They got to be in protective mode. They got to make sure nothing bad happens to their babies. Something might try and, eat the babies. Another animal, maybe a hawk or something, a bird. You get other birds that are a threat to each their own, to other types. So we're always living in a world where we got to be alert. Even for animals, we got to protect, they're being parents. They got to protect their geeslings. Now, I got to admit, they are cute when they're little, though. I got to give them that. When they're grown up, I mean, I'm not saying they're not cute when they're grown up, but not like when they're little. But what I'm basically saying by it is all, they got to, make sure nothing bad happens to the babies. So I say to myself, is it worth being born into this to just most likely get killed or have to have fear of worrying if something bad's going to happen to you or, to whatever? Sometimes is it just better off if nothing existed? Is that, me, I would say to some degree, yeah, I actually agree to that, because nothing bad would happen because nothing is nothing. Once we're something, we just don't know what can go wrong. I'm not saying everybody's going to get murdered. I'm not saying every animal's going to get murdered, but there are animals that get murdered. There's poor animals that get abused too by us idiots. I'm not saying every dog you see is going to get killed or run over, but these are things that do happen. And it's happened to every type of living thing. Dogs got murdered, cats got murdered, abused, same thing. Humans got murdered, that's what I'm basically trying to put that as. Heck, even objects get destroyed. How many people play Call of Duty, probably got so mad they keep dying, they broke their controller or broke their Xbox or whatever console, or heck, even smashed their TV. Now, TV's not a living thing, another that's such a living thing, but you get what I'm saying? Everything gets murdered or destroyed. But of course, it's a non-living thing, so it doesn't really, feel the pain or anything. But you get what I'm saying. Everything suffers to some degree. And that's why if nothing ever existed, none of this would have ever happened. Or possibly would have happened. One thing I gotta say though is, if nothing existed, no humans, no animals, nothing to that nature, what would this life be like? Me, I don't know, honestly. Like, if trees exist, I guess all it would be is just land with just nothing living, no bugs, no, nothing. But I don't know how life would hold up. I know if we didn't exist, everything would be a jungle. But most likely that's just how it would be even if nothing existed. Like nothing meaning humans, animals. I'm not saying plants. But I don't know. Who knows? Narrowing this all down, life's not a gift really for anything, because everything suffers some type of consequences. Animals get diseases. Animals get cancer, just like humans. Animals, a lot of animals, like dogs especially, have feelings. They have emotions. They can't talk, obviously, but they could bark. And they understand certain things you may think they don't because they can't talk, but it's not really the case. They do. Thing is, we can't understand them because, well, we don't speak dog or cat, or you get what I'm saying. But the funny thing is, they get you. And if they talk, they probably would, but they can't. But, yeah. Now, this is a true saying. Some animals and humans have it better than others. Some animals make it better in the wilderness, and some humans do better in this shithole life. There are people that are happy. There are people that are doing very well. Then you got unfortunate people that are not doing well. But all of this could have been avoided if efilism, let's say, was a thing where nothing existed. Because then it wouldn't have to even face this period, because it never was in existence. These are risks that could possibly happen to us. Anyone in the world can develop an illness. And I don't wish that on nobody or any living thing, but it could just happen. You got dogs that are with lovely owners, and that's truly a good warmth, brings warmth to my heart. Where vice versa, you got an animal that's being abused by an owner, a piece of shit owner. There's fortunate and unfortunate things. But if efilism, was a thing, nothing would have to be unfortunate. Nothing would be fortunate either. Well, I guess, no, actually, I'm wrong. Fortunate, everything would be fortunate, because there won't be no such thing as suffering then. Because nothing exists. So it wouldn't just be mixed with some people or animals are fortunate while others may be unfortunate. Unfortunate. If nothing exists, it would all be fortunate, because none of us would experience pain. None of us would experience illnesses. You get the idea, or anything. So yeah, how I look at that is fortunate. But yeah. I'm not saying every living thing has it bad in this world. I'm not saying there's some animals that are lucky to have really good owners, or some animals really take care of themselves well, where they maybe live in a good habitat where they don't got to worry about other predators, other animals hunting them, where vice versa, it's the other way around where animals do got to worry about other animals larger than them possibly going to kill them. So it does work both ways, but narrowing this all down, if efilism was a thing, everything would just be fortunate, because there won't be no such thing as suffering. There's no such thing as diseases, no such thing as anything, because nothing is nothing. So in that way, it benefits. Because when you think about it, it's fucked up. Every living thing suffers. We create certain medicine or whatever the hell. And how do we know if it's safe for a human, or let's say this medicine's supposed to do this, whatever the hell for you? How do they find out? They test it most likely on monkeys or animals in general, like rats and shit like that. The rats got to suffer. We don't want to do it to another human being, so we do it to a rat. But meanwhile, it's still considered a living thing. It's fucked up. At least I look at it fucked up. But it's like, how the hell are we going to test these products out to know if they're what they say they do, what they are? So this is where I say it's unfortunate for a lot of animals too. Just living things in general. It's fucked up. But with all that being said, then there's some animals that are fortunate that have good lives, just like people. There's happy and there's unhappy. But everyone deserves to be happy. But it's just impossible in the world like this, because there's just so many problems that go on. Financial wise, mentally wise, terminally wise. All of the above wise. Some people just have it better, just like some animals have it better. But if nothing existed, it would be fortunate for it all. Nothing would have to suffer. There won't be no such thing. But we are here. We got to make the best of it. It's true to some degree, but it's hard. I'm not saying give up in any way, form. I always say do what makes you happy. But the problem with that is things get in the way of that. There's things we do want to do that makes us happy, but things get in the way of it, like working and, just response to stupid abilities. When we rather just be doing this whatever, but it's not benefiting this wise. It's benefiting us, making us happy, but what good is that without this? This is what we all fucking need, and it's true, we do. That's what makes depression come, it just causes a whole bunch of problems. Life is just nothing but stress and misery. May not be like that for everyone, but it is like that for a lot of people and animals. Some people actually say animals have it better than humans. To some degree, maybe, but not all the time. Some do, but I'm not saying they all do. How I look at it as, being a dog's cool, or a cat. Even a cat's even better because, you get to roam around, the neighborhood or whatever the hell. Come back, go in your damn litter box, sleep. That's what mainly cats do, just sleep. Wander around outside, sleep again, They don't got to worry about bills. They don't got to worry about none of that. As long as they have a good owner, of course. But vice versa, they may be unfortunate where they may have an owner that, let's say, is financially unstable, where they can't take care of the cat. And then what do they most likely do? They just sometimes abandon the cat, which that's fucked up. That's where the animal becomes unlucky, and that includes suffering. Now, if this efilism thing was a thing, nothing would have to even face these type of things because, well, nothing is nothing. But that pretty much sums that up, I would say. Now, a lot of people may ask, what do you think of this efilism thing? Do you think it should be a thing? Me, honestly, I guess it can't hurt, because think about it. There's people and things that are hurting right now being alive. So not existent can't hurt, because when you don't exist, you don't really feel anything. You don't know anything. So it can't hurt. Honestly, I mean, I'm definitely against having kids. But screw it. I mean, if everything didn't have to exist to face this pain of life, so be it. It's better. It's better off. It can't be. It can't hurt because nothing exists. It's impossible for it to hurt. Once you're born, things can go wrong. Not saying everybody's going to have it go wrong or every living animal is going to have it go wrong, but it does happen. So honestly, it can't hurt to say I'm all for efilism, because if that's the case, nothing would have to suffer. We, get all crazy about killing animals. Well, if that word was a true thing, nothing would suffer. We won't exist to eat animals, and animals won't exist for other animals to kill each other. You get the idea. The list just goes on. So it really can't hurt. So yeah, fuck it. Let it be a thing. Of course, it's not going to be a thing, but you get what I'm saying. I'll be for it because it can't hurt. So that pretty much, come on, it's fucking late. That pretty much sums that question. But anyway, guys, I think I am going to wrap it up for now. Hopefully that was a good topic. At first, like I said, I thought that word was the same exact thing as antinatalism. So I was like, wait a minute, I made a video like this before, but I forgot it also meant just all living life in general, other than plants. I would, yeah, thank you for that request. I do truly appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys got any more requests, please leave them down below, and hopefully I see them, man. Like I said, I'm not ignoring anyone. I always got to say this because there's new people that come across here that probably have no idea what's going on. YouTube's a freak show, man. They do some weird friggin' things. They delete people's comments. Sometimes they hide people's comments. They deleted my own comments. I was replying to someone, not even saying anything stupid or bad. I'm just, agreeing with someone of what they say. And all of a sudden I look and my comment's gone. It's crazy. I don't know if it just gets hidden. I think honestly in that scenario, I think mine actually got deleted, like literally deleted. No one could see it. It's gone. I don't know why they do that. I always put it to allow all comments on every video, or I always make sure that settings set to allow all comments before publishing the videos. But it's like it doesn't matter anyway, because YouTube's still going to do whatever the hell they want to do, and there's not a thing sadly I can do. That's what makes it even more irritating. But I always like to point that out because new people do come across the channel. A lot of people be like, Justin, you keep repeating yourself, man. You say this all the time. Well, this is why I keep repeating myself, because there's some people that have no idea what's going on. So I want everyone to try to know what's going on, and I don't want to get the blame that I'm ignoring people, deleting people's shit, because that's not the case. I'm not that type of dude, but YouTube is that type of dude or chick or whatever the hell they are. But yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night now. Love you all, man. Have a good night. And when this video actually be uploaded, it'll be in the daytime. I'm actually making this right now. It's about 11. It's actually like I think 10:30 right now. I don't have a clock down here, but yeah, it most likely will be uploaded by morning tomorrow. So yeah, it's a good night now, but really as in good morning when you're watching this. Peace out. Love y'all. But who knows? Other side of the world could be the nighttime too. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, you get it. Peace out.